everyone, and welcome to Stamp and Chat Live. I'm Gina from Gina K Designs, and I am here with Simon Hurley. Hey.
Hey, I'm so excited. Hey, friends. It's going to be so much fun to craft together, and it's been a while, so this will be awesome. It has been
so long. I'm so excited to have Simon here in the studio. We're actually sitting down because when we were standing up, Simon is so tall that you could only see him from here down. And I tried my high shoes, but it wasn't tall enough. So, yeah. But we are so excited that you're here. We're so excited that you're here. Simon brought all kinds of his brand new lunar paste. He brought some solar paste and some of his stamps and stencils and embossing folders. And we're going to talk all things neon today. But before we get started, let's say hello to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Happy crafternoon, everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm better than horrible, as usual. Much better. Hey, by the way, before I forget or you get into it here, I wanted to thank everybody for wonderful birthday wishes last week. Great fun. It was a great day, and it brightened my day and my week. Thank you very much.
Brightened up the dead space.
Yes, it can happen.
Well, today it's going to be extra bright in the bright space, Tom, because we are going to have neon. So did you bring your sunglasses?
I did. Okay. You guys better, yeah, you get at it.
Okay, we sure will. All right. Well, for those of you that don't know, Simon Hurley is a signature designer with Ranger, right?
Yep.
And he's got a complete line of fantastic products, including lunar paste.
Yes.
So what I would love is for Simon to just tell us a little bit about how you got started in the industry, and then tell us about your line. I'm really excited for everybody to hear. I know everybody knows you. You've got like 50 million followers on all of your social platforms, but humor me and pretend that we don't know you.
All right, so I started when I was 12, which is kind of crazy. I found paper crafting just because I loved a lot of different art mediums like crocheting and different things like that. I would make my own stuffed animals. But I found paper crafting just by going to the craft store and seeing different inks. And I actually found Ranger's inks and fell in love with those and needed to see what to do with it. So I watched some Jennifer videos. I saw some Stamp TV videos, which is so awesome. And I got really super inspired and kind of fell down the rabbit hole of crafting. And I fell in love with not only the craft, but also the industry around it and the amazing people and super supportive community that was there, which is awesome. And then when I was 16, I was kind of doing videos for lots of different companies and working with lots of different people. And Ranger reached out and asked if I wanted to have my own line with them, which was super exciting.
16.
Right? It was crazy. So I was kind of thrown into it and got to design my own product line. Stamps, stencils, and we did stamping foam as well, which I know we've used on here before.
Yes.
And then most recently we've done lunar paste and solar paste, which has been just an absolute hit. It's one of my favorite products because you can use it in so many different ways on your cards, which is awesome.
It is super fun. And I think last time you were here, you did have your solar paste and your lunar paste, but not the neon paste. But we were working more with stamping foam then. So I'm excited for everybody to see all of the things that these pastes can do and how we can incorporate them in some fun cards today. And, just so that it's clear, when Simon was 16 getting his own line, I was 19 at that time.
Of course.
I'm just kidding. I could be your mother, maybe your grandmother. But let's just talk a little bit about the traditional lunar and solar pastes and how they started, and let's take a look at those.
Perfect.
All right.
So let's jump right in here. So this is the lunar and solar paste. And we first started out with lunar paste, and each one of the lunar paste, there's a bunch of different colors. They're all packed with a different color mica inside of them. So all the coloring inside of here is mica. It's not a dye or a pigment. So what's really awesome about that is this is going to shine the exact color that it is, and it's also super opaque on white and black cardstock. So let me bring it in here.
So this is the lunar paste.
Yep, this is lunar paste, and this one's called slippery and wet. There's also a lot of different colors. You can get a more regular gold, but this one's a more yellow gold. I like to sometimes just take it on my finger, and it's a super creamy, intense formula, so you can just rub it right onto your cardstock like this. We'll be doing this a little bit later, too.
Yeah, look at that.
And it's beautiful shine, and then once it dries, it becomes even more shiny, which is awesome. And then you can also use it on black. And even when you apply it super thin like this on black cardstock, it's still super intense and opaque, which is something I really love about it.
Ooh.
Super beautiful.
That's already giving me ideas of using it with stencils on black or navy, darker cardstock. That's gorgeous.
Yes.
So this is the Lunar Paste, and this is the real opaque, true color. You see it in the jar. That's the color it is on the cardstock. Okay.
And then we have Solar Paste, which is a little bit different because each one of the Solar Pastes, there's 6 different rainbow colors. Each one of them is actually a white paste, and then it has a different color mica inside of it that you only see when it shifts in the light.
Okay.
So when you tilt this in the light, you'll actually see the color that's on the label here. A lot of people think that you can only use this on black cardstock because I'll show you on black, you see a little bit more of that color right away. So you can see it's kind of like whitish when you look at it straight on, and then you see more of that color right on black, which is really cool. But I actually love using it on white cardstock too as kind of like a topper. So you can put this over top of ink and you'll get that really beautiful shine, but it won't cover up your design if you do it thin like this. But I also love it because you could do a whole background in different colors of Solar Paste, and then when you tilt it in the light, you then see that color, but it's not taking away from the focal point.
Oh, yeah,
So,
look at that.
Yeah, look at that yellow.
Wouldn't that be gorgeous for like a wedding card? You know, if you did like a lacy stencil or something, and then you just tilt it into almost, and I'm probably saying all the wrong terminology, but to me, it feels like it's almost more transparent and breathy, and the Lunar Paste is more solid.
Yeah, the Lunar Paste is more like opaque, super intense. So if you want that really intense look, that's what you go for. And then if you want something more subtle, I always get questions like, you know, I've done this beautiful background, but I don't know what to put on top of it because it's too busy. This can be like a great way to add texture and a little bit of color, but not take away from your main focal point. But I'll also show you another really cool technique with this. So one thing I love to do is you can go in with any sort of color ink. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Prom Queen here, and I'm just going to take the ink and put it onto a palette. So here I'm going to use just an acrylic black and just swipe this all over. You can use an ink pad or a re-inker. You can use any of my inks, any of Gina's inks are going to work as well. And then you can take your Solar Paste. Now, one thing that's really important is the ink does need to be a translucent dye-based ink. So you can't use like an oxide ink, or you can't use a pigment ink because it'll cover up the mica inside of here. So it needs to be a translucent dye. I think yours are too,
They are,
right?
yep.
Perfect. And then you'll just mix
look at
this
that color
in.
changing. It's getting, that's beautiful.
Right, and then you get a totally different color paste. But what's still really cool about this, and what's awesome about this technique, is the paste itself is actually still going to have that yellow mica inside of it, but now it's a pink paste that shifts to yellow. So I'll show you. You can lift this off, and I'll just grab a stencil here. This one's called Happy Hearts, so it's this cool heart layering stencil.
Oh, that is cute. Do you need more cardstock, or do you have some?
Yeah, can you grab another piece?
Yeah, let's see if I have a white piece. Let's use, there's a
Perfect,
white
that's
piece.
great.
Little scrap piece.
Awesome, and then I'll just lay this stencil right down. We'll just put this right through here, add some down, and then I'll just go right in and just scrape this down. And we'll just smooth it out like that. So what's really awesome about this then is you can see that really great pink color.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But then once this dries too, that yellow will become more intense. But I don't know, can you tell?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Look at that. Yeah, it's got that golden sheen when you turn it sideways, but it looks super pink when it's straight on. That's really cool.
And it gets even more intense once it dries, but I love that cool effect because if you're doing like water, you can mix blue and green. You know, you can give some really unique effects to your card and really mix in any color to any one of these pastes. And what's super awesome too is I'll use like an orange paste and mix purple into it, but because one is a liquid and one is a solid, that mica and the translucent dye, it's not going to mix, so you don't ever get brown when you're mixing colors, which is cool too.
Well, that defies science. And
Right? It's super cool.
Question.
Yeah.
Drying time.
Yes, so the drying time when you apply it a lot thinner like this is going to be really quick. Like, let's see. This is already pretty dry. When it's a little bit more thicker there in the center, it's still just a tiny bit wet. But you can always bring a heat tool to it. So any one of these you can use a heat tool on, and it's not going to affect the paste at all. So it's not going to bubble or anything as long as you keep the heat tool moving. So that's really great.
And then how about something like this? How long will this take to dry?
So that takes about 20 to 30 minutes, but what I love about it is I'm super impatient. So again, I use that heat tool, and when you use the heat tool on it, it'll take about, 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how thick you've applied it. But I love that. So it dries pretty quickly, especially with the heat tool.
Yeah, I'll take your trash.
Awesome.
Like a bomb. I'll take your trash. Give me your trash.
Perfect.
Well, this is so cool, Simon. So here's my next question. For Solar Paste, how many colors do you have?
So Solar Paste, we have 6 different colors.
Okay.
So kind of a rainbow assortment of those shifting colors. And then for Lunar Paste, It's gotten too high for me to count, but we have quite a bit of colors to choose from. And a lot of the lunar pastes will match my ink colors. And then some of them, like the neons and some of the more metallic colors, don't have an ink to match it.
Yes, they do.
Oh, they do?
They do. They have the Electro-Pop Neon Inks to match the
yes,
Lunar Paste.
They do. They do.
Actually, Simon, you used to do a podcast, kind of a live kind of podcast. It wasn't live, but it was this type of face-to-face kind of thing with my daughter Rena. And if you haven't seen any of those videos that they've done together, they are amazing.
They're so much fun.
And they've done some really cute where we've used Rena's Electro-Pop Neon Inks and Simon's dye inks, and they've kind of mixed and matched and worked together. So when you came out with the neons, I was so excited. And Rena was like, oh my gosh, did you see what Simon came out with?
Awesome.
So I think it's really cool that we can kind of combine our lines together and use them to just expand the possibilities. I love that.
And mix and match them, which is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, so should we make something?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do something here. And Tom, if there's any more questions, make sure that you just let us know, because once Simon and I get our heads down, just like me, we're not going to be monitoring as many of the comments. We don't want to miss anything. I look up every once in a while, though, because I love to see everybody who's here. And I do want to just shout out and say welcome to everybody who's joined us on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube. We know that recently Facebook stopped allowing third-party streaming apps in their groups. So if those of you, there's probably people out here that are going to watch this on the replay saying, I couldn't find you in the Facebook group. You can always find us live on YouTube and on our Facebook page. All right, so any other questions, Tom, before we get started?
A couple people have asked, what, again, is the difference between solar and lunar paste?
So solar is the color shifting. I always just remember the first letter of it. So solar shifts, and lunar is kind of that luster, kind of filled mica, really intense paste from there.
Yeah.
So maybe remember it by that, but also you'll see kind of the more white in the jar from the solar paste, and then the lunar paste is a lot more opaque. So solar paste is more of a topper, or if you use it, you'll get more subtle effects. Okay.
And I like to think of it just by watching what you just did is the lunar paste. What you see is what you get. You know, you put it down, it's going to look gold, shiny, bright at every angle. And the solar paste changes as you turn it. So it's almost more iridescent, like an opal kind of. It's so cool. They're both so cool. You got to get them all.
Of course. The full set syndrome, right?
Full set syndrome for sure. So what do you want to use today? And actually, I'm going to ask you to put this over because we can show them later as they dry how they get even more crazy.
Awesome.
All right. So what are you going to use today?
So I'm going to bring in this floral stencil, and this one's called In Bloom, and it makes this really cool kind of layered up flower. And I'm going to show you how to use it with my inks. We'll also pull in the Neon Electro-Pop inks, and then we'll pull in the Neon Lunar Paste. So we're really layering things up to get that really bright and colorful effect.
Okay, cool. And should we show them all the colors of Lunar Paste?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So these are the new neon colors. They're really fun. I love naming everything. It's my favorite part. So
I want to hear what you named yours, and then we'll go over what Rena named hers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
look at that.
The pink is called Hot Mess. The orange is called Tangent. And then we have Yellow Jacket, which is more of like a bright yellow, kind of sunshine color. Then we have Voltage, which is kind of a greenish yellow, so you can use it with either the warms or the cools. Dart Frog, which is that bright green. No Chill, which is the blue. And then we have Mood Ring, which is kind of a fuchsia purple color.
Oh my gosh. What is this one called again?
Hot Mess.
Are you sure you didn't call Rena and ask her for help?
It describes us well, right?
Yeah, it's so funny. So we have neon inks, and I'm going to put these in next to those lunar pastes so you can see. Rena has some colors here. She's got Raging Red, and then it's kind of a mix between the Poppin' Pink and the Raging Red. You could definitely mix with your Hot Mess. And then she's got Orange Glow, which is kind of in between these two, really.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. You're getting more colors
you
with
really
you're getting
are.
all the in-betweens, which is cool.
Oh, I love this, yeah. And then Voltage is kind of similar to the Hello Yellow, but also a little bit of the Loud Lime, because this is definitely a more yellow green. And then your what, Dart Frog? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Kind of goes with Screamin' Green. That's pretty spot on together.
That's pretty perfect.
I love that. And then your I should let me put my glasses on. I'm trying to be young. No Chill looks really cool with Blair and Blue. And then your Mood Ring looks like Potent Purple. I mean, they really work so beautifully together.
Fill in really nicely, which is awesome.
And I know tons of our viewers have the Electro-Pop inks, so it would be a natural next investment to get these lunar pastes and be able to double up, which is what I want to do today. I want to use our layered candles stencil, and I want to do the first layer with Electro-Pop ink. And then I want to fire it up.
That's going to be so much fun.
With your lunar paste. So I'm really excited to do it. Okay.
All right.
And you'll have to teach me a little bit. I also want to do something with this die set here, this Happy Birthday die set. This is our Happy Birthday quartet. And I want you to show me how to use these pastes to make some kind of die cut element. So I guess because I want to do this, should we do this first to give it a little time to dry?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So
we will jump right in.
Yes, I'm going to get a piece of cardstock here. I am going to stand up here and there, so if we happen to go to the front shot and all you see is my belly button, I apologize. Sometimes I need to stand up when I work.
Okay, a couple quick questions. Are the Electro-Pop dye inks?
They are a dye ink, but they have this kind of phosphorescent property in there that changes the property of the inks just a little bit. But they should work with the lunar paste where you can mix the same way. I would definitely give it a try. But yes, it is a dye ink. It's not a pigment ink. It's got a little bit of pigment properties, but it dries instantly.
Nice. That's great.
So, okay. All right, so what are we going to do here? I have too big of a piece.
Okay, so we've got some cardstock out here, and then you can kind of choose whatever colors you're going to use for your background. So I'm going to probably do some more warmer tones just because I'm probably going to use these sort of colors for my flowers. So I got Hot Mess, Tangent, and Yellow Jacket.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go in with my finger. You could either use your finger or a sponge, but when you do use a sponge, just keep in mind that you're going to have to run to the sink afterwards and wash it out to get all of the lunar paste out. You don't want to let it dry on the sponge because it'll get kind of crusty. So that's why I like using my finger.
What kind of sponge do you normally use?
I usually use these ink blending tools from Ranger. I like this because just in case if it does dry, these are pretty inexpensive and they just tear right off. So that way you're not like ruining a tool.
And I could use the Gina K Designs sponge dauber for this as long as I take it right to the sink and wash it. Okay.
Yep, you just want to wash it right now and then let it air dry. But just make sure to clean those out so you don't ruin them.
I'm going to use my fingers because I want to get messy.
Right, exactly. That's what I like to do too, and it's less cleaning, so it's my favorite.
Okay, so you're using these three hot colors. So what if I use these three colors for my card?
That's perfect.
Okay, all right.
That's awesome. So I'm just going to go in with my finger. About this much is probably good, and then you're just going to go right onto the surface and just start kind of blending it out. You don't want it to be too thick. A pretty nice thin layer is going to go kind of a long way with this, and then you can sort of just blend it out into the cardstock.
Oh, look at how bright that is. Oh
right?
My gosh, that's amazing.
How fun is that? And they're so bright. Wow, the cameras go nuts.
Okay.
Do these neons react under black light?
They do. I actually bought a black light just for this. They react really well under the black light. And the black light's also fun to go around your house and see what areas of your house needs a little cleaning too. So I was walking around. My mom was like, "Stop that!" I was going around with the black light everywhere. But yes, they fluoresce.
That's really funny. Okay, so they do have. I just want everybody to be aware because I get this question a lot when people buy our Electro-Pop inks. They do have that neon smell.
Oh. They do a little bit.
And that's that phosphorescent stuff in there. So if they smell a little weird, it dries and you don't smell it anymore. But it doesn't smell like typical paste and it doesn't smell like typical ink. You'll smell it with the other things too.
It's not super strong though. It smells like lunar paste, but then a little bit of
just
a little
you
difference.
You can smell that there is a thing with the phosphorescent, but it's totally there's nothing wrong with it. So
you got to get close to smell it.
Yeah,
too.
you do.
I rather enjoy it.
Right, Tom
exactly.
likes it, yeah. Okay, so I'm just blending up into that. Is that what? Oh, look at that!
You just blend right in,
so cool.
and as long as they're still wet, they blend really beautifully. the camera's not even doing it justice how smooth that is because it kind of looks more choppy on camera, but it's really beautiful because then you can go in and like lay a dye across it and you've got a really beautiful blend, which is, you can't really buy a cardstock like that, which is awesome.
Can I go back and add a little of the yellow?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you can keep going back and forth to blend however much you want.
Ooh, I like that.
It's
I
so
kind of
fun,
like
right?
to see a little bit of both colors in there. Like, that's cool. I like that. All right. Cool, cool.
Right, and then you'll go in with the third color or however many you really want to use and go in and do the same effect. So just blend it out here.
I just want to make sure that I have enough space here for
the words.
both words. Yeah. Oh, that's so bright and beautiful.
So fun, right?
Ooh, look at this blue. Okay, this blue. This is like my
It's good,
color.
right?
Look
yes,
at that.
Yes, it's like a tealish blue color,
yeah, it
which I
is.
really
It's
love.
Beautiful. Okay, this is kind of fun here.
It's kind of relaxing too. You get to like finger paint.
Yeah. And I feel like once that dries up, it's going to be super cool. And I just want to see, like, if I cut this here. Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of room to cut both of these words out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That should be good.
Oh, love that.
It's
Look
awesome.
at the sheen in that too.
Right?
That's
And once it
exciting.
dries too. So that is one thing about these that I forgot to mention. So with normal neon products, it's really hard to get a mica inside of here. But with the Lunar Paste, I was like, I want it to still be shiny because it's part of the Lunar Paste line. So the mica actually covers up the neon in it. So we had to like go back and forth and figure out the perfect ratio. So it's a little bit less shiny than other Lunar Paste. It's not as shiny, but you do get kind of a little mica kind of iridescent glow to it, which is really fun.
Oh, that is really fun. Okay, so we're going to put these aside and let them dry?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
All right.
So I'm definitely going to be using these again for my card. I actually cut a piece of cardstock out here with Master Layouts 2. So I've got that little bit of stitching going around the outside. You're going to be using your Simon Hurley cardstock, right?
Yes. I probably should have done a little background like that, though. That's kind of cool.
If you want to, I have the...
All right, let's do that.
All right. Okay, so here's Master Layouts 2. Oh, and this is going to give you an opportunity to try the Intracut.
Oh, yes. I'm super excited about that.
Okay, so I actually got a new plate in honor of Simon, a fresh
how
plate.
fun.
I've only used it once. And so Simon hasn't used our Intracut die cutting machine yet. Let's back out a little bit because this thing gets kind of... we have it set up for something different here, so I want to make sure it's set up right for you. There you go.
Awesome.
Okay, so there's your mat.
Perfect. So I'll lay this right down into there. And then, does this go on top?
It does go on top.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll shove that right there, and then that's probably
It
enough,
should
right?
be, yeah, it should be set up okay. We can always run it through a second time. Susie wants to know, can you stamp on solar paste after it dries?
Yes, you can. You can stamp on any of the pastes once they're dry. It is kind of like a plasticky surface once it dries, so you do need to use a permanent ink. So something like the Ranger Archival will work. Will your amalgam ink work on that?
Probably not,
Okay.
but I don't know. I shouldn't say no, but I think, if you've already tested it with the Ranger Archival, that's probably a great suggestion.
Yeah, so that'll work. Like StazOn will probably work too, but the Archival works really well once it's kind of heat set on there, and then it'll stay in place. That looks great. So you got that really great stitched edge in there. That was fun. And there's like no resistance on this.
And
which
so
is
do you
awesome.
want to show them your 3D embossing folder?
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
that, too.
because this is an area that a lot of people ask questions about, 3D embossing. And, the Intracut machine does 3D embossing beautifully. However...
It's different with
every folder because I just looked at Simon's and I'm like, well, that looks different than like Simon Says Stamps or Tim Holtz.
Yeah, we've
Sizzix
discovered
are super thick.
It's kind of like right in between that. So it's still a 3D folder. It's not as thin as the 2D. So it's right in between like 2D and 3D. So it's a little bit difficult, but we figured out our
I think
our
so.
perfect
Yeah,
sandwich, I feel like.
So what we went with 3D, right?
Can I have a piece of cardstock from over
Yes,
there?
sure. Yeah, let's grab a piece. Oh my goodness, I want a pretty color. Wait a
Ooh,
minute.
I like that blue. That navy's kind of cool.
This one?
The navy color. Oh, that's good too. Yeah, let's
Okay.
grab that.
All right. Let's grab this.
Oh, there's.
We can't use that. Let's use white because
Perfect.
you know what? I want them to be able to see it. Let me get
Okay.
a piece here. Oh my goodness. Here is a blue that should work.
Nice.
How's that?
That's
okay.
a pretty. This is like the Gina K blue right
It
here.
is. Yes.
All right. So we're going to go in here and just place this right into the embossing folder. And we'll close it down. This one's the new one. It's called Twirling Tulips.
Mary said 2D and 2.5D.
Yeah, 2.5D.
She's right.
All right.
Okay, so let's go with this platform first.
Okay.
Okay.
So the platform goes down, and then the embossing folder. So this is one of those Spellbinders 3D embossing folders. So if you have one of those, most of them will all be the same.
Yeah, and this one we struggled with making it 3D because we had to figure it out. Normally with a thicker 3D embossing folder, you don't need a top plate.
Okay.
But with this one, you will. And then we have to turn the dial to, was it 3D?
Yep.
And then we have to turn the setting all the way loose.
Loose. So 3D
Super
and then loose.
Yes. And then we put that on top, which
Yep.
normally you don't have to put the cutting mat on top. But with these 2.5D embossing folders,
That's the perfect name for
you
them.
do need it. So is that going through okay?
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay. All right. Is it struggling? No, it's pretty
No,
good.
not too much. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's pretty good.
Okay,
Really easy to
awesome.
run through, which is nice. And I like that suction too, so it's not moving.
Yes.
All right, let's
so-
go in here.
So that's what you need to do with that embossing folder. And what I said, oh, look at
And
that.
we discovered, yeah, it gives like the perfect emboss. to
Yeah,
it.
look at that. And what I would suggest is if you have these Spellbinders 3D embossing folders, write on the back with a Sharpie what you did with your intricate. So we have it 3D, all the way loose, both plates. That's all you have to write on the back, and then you could do it every time.
Yeah.
So
you could even put it on your machine too, like the different brands, but like maybe put like a piece of paper and then tape it down
Sure,
or something.
yeah,
And then that would
definitely.
be really awesome because then you have the key right there
Yeah.
for every folder you have.
yeah. I like watching Gina work with a son if she had one. Simon is definitely like my son.
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
So you got your thing cut out, I've got my thing cut out, and we can start. So Simon, there are some Post-it notes over there. Will you grab me a little pack of those?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to do my little thing that I like to do all the time. I'm going to add some masking magic strips around the perimeter of my card.
Oh, nice.
All right, and you're welcome to do it too if you
awesome.
want. But
I think I'm going to leave
You're
it
gonna
like
do
this.
yours.
I think I'm going
Okay.
to leave it like this. And
All
then
right.
I'm going to do kind of a fun technique with this. So I'm going to grab the first stencil, and I'm going to use the shiny side of the stencil. And I'm going to take some of my Simon Hurley inks, and these are water-based, water-reactive inks. So you want them to be water-reactive. And then I'll just go on the surface and start smudging this ink on here. Getting the table a little messy here, but it'll clean off after I've been
Yeah.
told.
that's what I told him.
All right. At my house too, I go right on the table, but it's like laminate, so it wipes off. But all my product manager and my whole team is like, we cringe every time we see it on your, like, going straight onto your desk because
Yeah.
the ink is just going straight on there.
I know. I have found that just a little bit of rubbing alcohol cleans up everything on my surface. So, ooh. So while Simon's doing that, I'm just going to add a little bit of ink around the perimeter. I'm going to grab just this turquoise brush. It just has plain turquoise sea ink left over, and I just want to create a little bit of inking around the perimeter. I'm not even going to re-ink it. Whatever's on here is going to be the color I'm
Nice.
going
It's a
with.
mystery color.
The mystery, yeah, but I'm just going to give it a little bit of shading around the perimeter.
Now the real trick is, are you going to be able to tell what color that is? Can you tell us what
It-
color is remnant on there?
I think it's turquoise sea. It's just a remnant of
Nice.
turquoise sea. But if
Beautiful.
you're looking for something this light, you can also use sea glass or ocean mist.
All right.
Get
Sorry,
away
I'm
from
over-
your water.
Yeah, I'm over here spraying.
What are you doing to me? I'm just kidding. It's totally fine.
Okay, so that'll clean up right with water. My inks are water reactive, so they'll wipe off really nicely. But like Gina said, if you're using something a little bit more permanent, a little rubbing alcohol is going to work really well. And then I'm going to take this off to the side and just mist it down as well.
Go ahead. I moved my thing out of
I
the way.
gotta keep yours out of the way there, yeah.
Oh, look how nice that cleaned up. Perfect.
All right, and then I just did it so it's kind of like runny on there. You want it to be almost like a watercolor. And then I'm going to take my piece of stark white cardstock and just flip it right onto here. And that's going to give us that really cool watercolor. And then I just take a piece of paper towel and you can blot it off so that any of the excess color that's coming through gets cleaned up right away, which is awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
It's kind of a fun technique, right?
Yeah.
It's a new way to use your stencils in a really easy way.
Very fun.
All right, so then we'll lift it off, and you get that really cool like,
that looks
stamped
beautiful.
effect. Yeah.
So watercolory. I love that. And I love the little bit of like crinkly around the edges like that too. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it gives a little texture, kind of like a mixed media look. It's really beautiful.
Yes, definitely.
So let's clean this off again.
Let's Simon
you
clean.
gotta. Well, it's super messy in here, and then I'll go back to clean techniques so you won't have to keep moving your cardstock there.
No problem. All right, so I'm going to line up. This is layer 1 of my layered candle stencil, and I'm just going to kind of position that where I want it to be, but I want to make sure that I have enough room for the flames at the top, and I do, so we're good there. Okay.
Nice. Can I use the heat tool?
Yes, of course you can.
You might make a little loud noise here for a second.
No problem. Oh, let me, I'm going to tape this down with a little bit of pixie tape, and I'm going to do neon inking on these. And Simon, I've been like segregating the little candles,
Ooh, that sounds
to like
fun.
do each one a different color. But because of this cool technique that you shared, I think I want to do a fade with the neon inks and then a fade with the solar paste.
That'll be awesome. Yeah.
Solar paste.
Neon lunar.
Paste.
There we go.
Neon lunar paste. Yeah.
It's difficult sometimes. Even I mix them up.
You do? Okay, I feel better because. All right, can these pastes be used with your stamping blocks? Somebody asked. With your stamping block.
Like, are you saying maybe we like to stamp with it?
Yeah, like to put it on your block and then create an impression?
You could do that with the stamping blocks. Or if you're using it onto a stamp, you could do that too. You just want to make sure you work really quickly because when they're applied thin like that, they dry pretty fast. So I usually use rubber stamps with the paste if I'm gonna do that.
All right, I'm going to start with the blaring blue, and I'm going to work my way. Do I go down to yellow or up? I think I'm going to go
maybe
up. Yeah.
All right,
I think so.
I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to do a little bit of blending with the neon inks as well.
And this is blaring blue. I actually do have my own neon brushes. So I have a set that I kind of keep aside just so that I don't, grab something with neon on it when I'm doing a live video. However, it's not necessary if you don't want a whole new set of brushes for your neon inks. Just clean your brushes really well in between by rubbing them off on a paper towel until no more ink shows. Okay, so I'm going to start. All right, people are saying go from the bottom up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm starting here at the bottom. Oh, that's so nice and bright. I always forget how bright the neons are compared to our regular inks.
They're so much fun. I love those bright colors. All right, and then I'm going to line this up. So this is the second layer of In Bloom, and it's just going to fill in the flowers in between the petals. And I'll just go in and grab some tape to hold it down.
I want to give a shout out to, so far, I mean, our industry is so supportive, you know, other YouTubers always show up, and I saw Kathy Zilski out there, and I saw Jennifer McGuire out there.
Kathy and Jennifer.
I think I saw Mindy Egan.
Hey,
so,
Mindy.
Thank you guys for joining us too. It's always fun for everybody in the chat to see you guys here too.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, so I did my first color with the blaring blue. Now I'm going to go with Screamin' Green. I think Screamin' Green would be good to go with next.
All right, and then I'm going to jump in using, let me try, should I do Hot Mess, I think, on there? Let me try that.
Yeah. Oh, Poppin' Pink.
Poppin' Pink.
Poppin' Pink,
Sorry, that's the color that I was going for. I'm like mixing up the color names now, too.
So I'm using Screamin' Green, which is kind of the equivalent of Simon's Dart Frog. I mean, they are so close to each other. I know it doesn't look like that here, but you can see what the true color is on the lid, and look at that neon glow. Yes. It's really cool.
Those are great.
Okay.
Oh, this is awesome. Look at that
bright
neon color. I love it.
Yes. Oh, and lots of our friends from Craft Roulette are here.
Oh, hey
Oh, that's
guys.
so awesome. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to be on Craft Roulette again. Rena's going to be joining me. I'm really
how
excited.
Fun. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, okay, so look at that neon.
I love that. This ink is so bright.
It's bright.
Wow, that's awesome. I love it on top of here, too.
I love the blend. Certain colors I can, smell the neon in it a little bit more. I think the green, you can smell it a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you can smell it just a little. You do have to get really close, though. I feel
Yeah,
like,
you
to
do.
smell it.
I just
Or
want
my
people
nose
to
is
know
bad.
that it's not going to stay, and there's nothing dangerous about it, and it's totally normal. So, I'm going back with the blue just to get it a little more teal. Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's awesome. And then I'm going to go in for the orangish area. I'm going to go in using Orange Glow.
Okay. Oh, cool. And I'm going to use Loud Lime, which is a very yellow-green.
Nice. Those yellow greens are some of my favorite colors to use.
Me too. They always were
awesome.
with highlighters, too. Like, if you could find a highlighter that was like a greenish yellow.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. Super bright and fun.
Ooh.
And what's awesome about these inks too is I mixed some of my colors with these neons, so it's really fun too, because I know sometimes people are too scared to use neons, but I feel like when you mix them in with other palettes too, it really kind of brings them back down to earth, but it just gives a nice pop to your project, which is awesome.
Definitely softens them a bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to go up a little higher with the green here too.
All right. And then, let's see.
Mindy said she's inspired to dig out her Electro-Pops. Mindy, you got to try these lunar pastes too.
Yes,
definitely.
They're so fun.
Okay.
All right, and then I think for my yellow, I'm going to go in with Hello Yellow.
Okay.
This is going to be great. All right. Go right in.
Now I think I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to add my candles right away, and I'm going to use Orange Glow for the candles.
Oh, nice.
So let's pull this off. I got that a little stuck to my... Ooh, that is so neon-y. Look at that.
That's so awesome. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I love when they mix together too. Like in between that pink and the Hello Yellow, you've got a new color forming.
A new neon color, which I don't even think you can do that. But we're doing it.
Oh, fun. Okay. All right.
So I'm going to use Orange Glow.
I'm so excited to pull this off and see.
And yes, there are reinkers for the Electro-Pops.
Oh,
yes, there are.
How cool is that? I love that. See, with mixing
oh my gosh, that's beautiful
the regular
together.
colors underneath and then neons on top, it really makes it pop.
It really
does.
does.
So fun. I love it. All right.
I'm going to add a little bit of... No, I'm going to just stick with that.
And then let's see. If this doesn't clean off with water too, to clean your stencils from the neon inks, I think just use a little bit of rubbing alcohol, right? And they should come right off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep, so I'll do that after the lab, but...
Yeah, they will definitely clean up.
Perfect.
If that doesn't work, a little bit of the Gina K Design stamp cleaner will take it off
Oh,
too.
nice.
So.
All right.
Okay, so let me get this off of here. I really don't need this masking magic on here anymore. I don't know what I'm protecting myself from. Okay, so there's neon candles. Now we're going to do layer 2.
Oh, I love that.
I am going to pull this off because look at how cool that is.
That's awesome.
It just gives it such a nice border, and I don't need to keep that on there anymore.
And I love like the look of like a one layer border because it's not on top of anything, but you still got that white area, which is beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, that's so fun.
The candles, I used Blaring Blue, Screamin' Green, and then Loud Lime, which is a very yellow green, and it looks a lot more yellow, especially next to the green. And then I used Orange Glow up here. Now I'm going to line up these. And we are going to do the solar paste. I'm so excited.
Oh, I love that. Layering stencils are so much fun too. Those candles are beautiful.
Thank you.
And I just love how you can use so many, like you can mix all the different mediums in your layering stencils.
Yes.
With each layer, which is so fun.
Okay. This is the most exciting part now. We get to add the lunar paste, the neon lunar paste. Okay. Yes, I'm definitely going to use lunar paste for the candle flames. There's a second layer here, so I thought maybe I would go in with either the yellow, this voltage, and add some like, oh yeah, I
like
got to use this.
Too.
No, I got to use yellow jacket in there.
I love
that.
Think,
because I want all the colors.
All right.
Okay, so now tell me what I need to do. I want to mix these together.
So I'm just going to go in with like a palette knife to start out with, and then you could use like a scraper tool if you want to at the end, or you could just do it all with the palette knife and just make sure it's nice and smooth.
Okay, all right.
So it really is up to you how you want to apply it.
Okay.
All right. And I'll just start off, I'm going to start off with yellow jacket.
Okay, and I'm using No Chill.
Nice.
I'm just going to do this down here at the bottom.
And yeah, I'm going to start off just by using the palette knife to apply it, just so I can kind of treat those areas and make sure that I get the right color in the certain areas.
Yeah.
Gina,
Yes.
Misty is asking you to tape your cardstock down.
Tape this down?
Do you have to tape your cardstock down?
I could. I'm trying to have it mobile because Simon's a little heavy-handed with the water. And I want to be able to get out of the way fast.
Yeah, once
when
that
I
water
see
spray comes out, you
spritzer
gotta lift up your sheet and pull it out.
But you're right, Misty. Normally I would have it tacked down so it wouldn't be flying all over the place. But Simon's scary. Okay, so now I'm going to use Dart Frog. What are you using?
I'm gonna use tangents next.
It's so fun to see all of these.
Right?
Okay, now, how do I get it? I'm just kind of going to go across the middle here?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep, you can kind of just, and you can kind of like go over top of the other colors to like blend it together if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Oh, right. It's getting quiet in here. We're really focused.
Yeah, we are. Well, I have to make sure that I'm getting it in the right spot.
Same.
I'm gonna just kind of like spread it across and then go back again on the air. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
Oh, nice. That's really pretty.
I think it's going to be cool. Now, this beautiful color seems like a shame to waste. So I would almost want to take like a piece of white cardstock, like a small piece that I could die cut later, and just like smear that down on here that I could cut out another little word down the line.
Yes. Yep. I do that all the time. Just use any excess. You don't want to put that back in the jar because it's different colors now.
Right.
But then, yeah, just make your own cardstock and you get that really fun area you can die cut from.
Yeah. I'll just rub my finger over it to smooth it out a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to
Nice.
save that.
I'm going to use Hot Mess for this final area down here.
Okay. And I'm going to use, what am I going to use? Which yellow should I use? Should I use that real bumblebee one that you have?
Oh, maybe you could do like Voltage up here because it's more of that like greenish yellow, and then
Yeah.
you could use like this one for the flame maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so I'm using Voltage.
That's why I love
Very
those two
bright.
yellows. My team was like, "Do we really need two yellows?" I was like, "Yes," because one is like completely different. You know, one goes well with the greens, and then one goes well with the warmer colors.
That's exactly why we did Rena's that way too.
Yeah, it makes it so that it's a little bit more versatile, and you can really mix them with all the colors.
Yeah. Okay, I need a little bit more. I want to make sure that I get it all into all the holes, because these are tiny holes. Okay, again, with this, I don't want to waste this, so I'm going to kind of just
Nice.
get it on there.
That
I
works
think
well
that
with
would be
those
really
colors too,
pretty,
yeah.
yeah. That'd be really pretty for something. Don't want to waste. Okay, now can I use a scrapey tool?
Yep.
Okay, so I know Simon's got a great scrapey tool in his brand, and ThermoWeb also has something similar. So if you have this one, you can also use it. But I'd love to give yours a try.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
mine comes in a
that's
pack with the, it comes with 2 scrapers and 1 palette knife. So you got everything in there that you need. And I'm going to scrape it down too, just to make sure it's nice and smooth.
Okay. Did I
Awesome.
do good?
Yep, that looks
All
great.
right. There we go. There's
All
your
right.
scraper back. Okay, so peel and reveal.
I can't wait to see how these come out.
Oh,
Oh, that is beautiful.
oh, look at that. Do you see
Wow.
all that, like, texture in there? Look at that.
Ooh, how
Oh, that is
fun.
beautiful. Look at
I
that.
love these.
These are super fun. Now,
That's
I have
so
to.
cool. I love that it matches all the colors underneath too, so it just adds a little texture and
It
fun to it.
does. It does. So now I want to like air dry this a little bit, heat dry this, because I have to go back over it again with my
Yeah.
next layer, and I don't want this to get smushed.
Yep, and when I do that, I like heat from the back sometimes too.
Oh, okay.
Like, no, just front and back, like a little bit of both, and then that way, because sometimes the layer underneath, the top layer dries before the layer underneath.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I like to do a
Got
little
it.
bit of both.
Got it. Got it. This is super fun.
I love that.
The texture's amazing, and you're right. As it dries, it gets more sheen to it. Even though it's a neon. I'm sorry, was I like aiming the gun at your arm? Burning
I
a
got my
hole.
sprayer over
Yeah.
here. You got your.
We're fighting it out.
And then yeah, with your stencils, you just want to make sure to clean them off right away.
Oh,
Um,
I think I just heat set mine.
oh, you're all good. I'll
but-
clean yours while you heat set
Okay.
over there.
All right. I think that's pretty good.
Is it pretty dry?
I think so. I think what I'm going to do is just gently put this down.
That's always the worst. I'm like, I think something's dry, and then I put something right on top of it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I just ruined it.
All right, well, hopefully I
Hopefully it
won't.
doesn't.
I don't think I'm going to. Just going to get some of this in
It wasn't
here.
a super thick layer, too, so
No.
it should be pretty quick to dry.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn this way. I don't want to, like, put pressure on the candles, so...
Perfect. All right. All right, should I grab your stencil?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I'm
that's the
using
one.
it.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Can I put this back in? Because it's just one color.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
All right, can I grab that heat tool, too?
Yes.
Gotta heat set this just
Be
a
careful,
little
I
bit.
just grabbed it from the hot part.
That looks awesome.
Let's see. Hopefully I didn't smush anything too much. Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is very fun. That's really pretty.
All right.
And I love how the flame, that color just worked really nicely. Doesn't it just look kind of glowy now?
Yeah, I love that.
Those colors work so great together.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful, Simon.
Thanks.
That is really pretty.
And yeah, just to make sure you don't get any bubbles, if your thing bubbles up, it's either too so you're not moving the heat tool enough. So just make sure you keep moving the heat tool around. But yeah, that dried it really quick, actually. Wow.
It's
Nice.
pretty hot.
Yeah, super hot. All right.
All right, I'm gonna just put this aside for a minute. And so now I clean this with water.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a little bit of water. And sometimes if it is a little bit dried on there, sometimes I take a little scrubber tool and just kind of scrub it off, too.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'll get off what I can. I'm not worried about it. I will fight with it at the sink a little. Oh yeah, it's coming off. It's not a problem.
yeah, it cleans off pretty easily.
Yeah.
If it's still wet, the water will kind of break it down a little bit, but then once it's dry, it is more permanent. So.
Okay, I'm gonna take care of this later at the sink. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I am gonna get
Perfect.
it off of my desktop here. So I see why you were doing the water
Yeah.
quickly. Okay. All right. So now.
All right, now we can go in with our little backgrounds and do our word
Oh
dyes.
yeah, I think mine's dry too. Does that feel dry enough to you, or does it feel a little? Feels a
maybe
little-
let's dry it just a little bit, but it's pretty dry. This one's still a little cold, so maybe a little bit more heat to it.
So all right, we'll do a little heat. I'll heat them both.
Share the heat.
Share the heat. Couldn't you have just used Lunar Paste without the Electro-Pop inks? Sure, you can, but the Electro-Pop ink and the Lunar Paste are slightly different colors, which you can see, like, in this case, you can see how it makes, if you use everything exactly the same, you wouldn't get the differentiation between those two blues or those two greens. So by mixing them together, it gives you just a little bit more depth and dimension. But you certainly
ink
can use
and
them.
Lunar Paste also reacts a lot differently too. So the Electro-Pop inks are, you can blend with them, you can stamp with them, whereas the Lunar Paste you can't necessarily do that as much. So they're good for different techniques, which is awesome.
Yes. Okay. All right. I think mine feels like it's pretty done. I don't know what you
Perfect.
think.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's perfect.
We'll take a shot. Worst
All right.
worst case scenario, we'll get Tom's toothbrush and we'll clean out the dye. It'll be fine. I've got everything everywhere over here. Are you a mess on your side?
Mine's a pile over here.
All right. So we're gonna cut these out.
Perfect.
Are you gonna use this too? Or are you gonna
Yeah,
use
I think
something
I'm going
different?
to.
Okay. So I'm gonna use these two, and then I think I'll cut these out with white. So
Awesome.
should we just do both of our colors first,
Yeah.
and then we'll do the white ones?
Yeah,
All
let's
right, I'll
do
get
that.
the die cutting machine. So Tom, while we're setting up the die cutting machine, do you have a word of the day? Because I know everybody's going to want a word of the day.
Okay, word of the day time then. Today's word of the day is about Gina's craft space.
Here we go.
And I don't know if this happens on your craft spaces too, as well, Simon, and the viewers out there, but she will set up the floor
Oh, yep.
as one of her work areas. It's not so bad today because she needs the room today, but she will be using the floor space. And so, are you floor organized?
I do organize my floor space.
I'm very floor organized. There's like a little path getting to my desk. You have to like step over things. Yeah, very much so. Very
Floor
much so.
organized. That's it.
I love it.
Organized.
There are times when I'm live that I literally have to go on the floor and use the paper cutter. I'm like, I'll be right back. And
Yeah, like the trimmer or the die cutting machine belongs on the floor for me.
floor organized. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
Back to the disc.
All right. So we got the happy birthday dies.
Okay.
So let's place this right down.
Now see, you're brilliant because I was thinking the other way. But
Oh.
I love that. No, do that.
Are you? Oh, look, up and down. Yeah.
But do that.
Yeah. Let's do this way. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna throw it in here.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're still set up for 3D embossing. So I think we could go like probably about there.
Perfect.
I think.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. All
right.
right.
Not me saying, yeah, that looks good, as if this isn't your machine. I'm like, yeah, that's perfect.
We'll see what happens. If it doesn't pop out, we can always use this one that I...
Yeah.
And you might need the pick and stick tool. We'll see.
All right.
All right. Let's hope it cut out nicely, because we did kind of jimmy it a little bit with the 3D embossing. So, did it cut?
Let's see.
No.
Maybe we need a little bit more.
Yeah,
Let's
we
try
need a little
again.
bit
Should
more.
we put it back through, or should I try again?
Try it up there, and we'll just tighten it up. I think it just needs to be tightened up.
And the lunar paste might have added another layer of dimension to it.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think I just had it too loose from the 3D embossing.
Perfect.
You always have to kind of check. I like to check on scrap paper. I didn't think to do that, but
No, it might be a little too tight. Oh, no, there we go.
right.
All right.
yeah. Let a girl do it. Let your mom do it. She'll know how to get it through there. All right.
All right.
Let's see. Hopefully that'll do it this
I
time.
think that felt perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, perfect. That's great.
Excellent. Okay. So now, did I lose mine? Oh, no, mine's over here. So I was thinking of doing more of a color fade to kind of go along with my color fade. But now I kind of... No, I'm going to do the color fade. We should do one of each just to see. Did that come out okay?
The middle is swirling just a little bit, but I'll be able to pop it out, I think.
All right.
If not, we're just going to have happy. And we'll be happy around here.
We'll just be happy with happy. Yeah, I'm going to poke out your center
I don't
here.
know. Yeah, it might not be coming out. I think the lunar paste might add another layer of thickness.
It feels thick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels a little thick.
So I think that's what's doing it.
Okay.
Let's try yours, though. I think yours will probably work.
Okay. And we can, you know what we can do? We can, you might be able to line that up. Yeah, we can go all the way. The other thing is, if you ever have trouble with a die, sometimes flipping it on its back, I wonder if I can line this up. Can I do it?
Let's see.
All right, let's see how good I am.
We're up for a challenge here.
All right. I am
And if
up
not,
for
I
it.
can always stamp the word birthday. I think I probably have something with the word birthday on here.
I think I got it here. I'm going to use a piece of masking magic for over it. And I think I got it right in the right spot.
And this is good, too, because then people can see, like, you know, if they're not getting a perfect die cut, how to kind of work it for them.
So we're just going to flip it over here. I'm going to just peel that off. I really don't want the masking magic to be over the die cut part, but I think I got it in the right spot. Let's try that, and we'll just make it a hair tighter. That's good.
Awesome.
Okay, let's see. Fingers crossed. I got my fingers
All
crossed.
right.
Okay. I think it's going to work. I feel it. I feel it this time.
I think it's going to. It's got to, right? It has to now.
It has to work, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. That looks
So
like
you
it
could
cut all
see
the
that
way
it cut through,
out. All
right?
right.
So let's see what happened there.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. That was magical.
Yep. So
All
you can
right.
you can always save it. It's never a total loss.
A little bit of tape and a little more pressure, and you're good. All right. That's awesome.
I want to see the piece.
It looks great.
It really does look
Cut
good.
out lots of little detail
Yeah.
there.
You can poke those out.
Nice.
Takes a village.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now I'm going to do mine. I'm going to do this on the bottom. So I'll have
nice.
blue and green and then birthday between the yellow and green. How's that?
That looks
I
great.
think that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna try it face up like this. Hopefully it'll work. Maybe the machine, let me just push it through with my self. Yeah, that solar paste does add a little bit to it, but oh, here's your happy, by the way.
Thank
But
you.
feel how stiff that is. That feels like you've layered up the die cuts. I mean, it's really cool. All right, so let's see what this one looks like.
Yeah, that cut out well.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Look at that.
Ooh, I love that.
Isn't that fun?
That's what I think is so much fun about this, because you can create your own, like, blends, you know? Which is beautiful.
That looks like it cut all the way through. I'm going to give it one more just on the
Just in
back.
case.
Since it's all taped down like that, we'll just give it one more time through. I don't think it needs to be quite that tight, but... And I don't know what it is about die cutting, but if you flip it and do it from the back, I don't know why that works. It's the same pressure. Why does that work? Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Look at
wow.
that. It's just like
Someone told me once and I forgot, but I think there's
like
something
why it works
behind
from
it.
the back like that. Wow, I really got the masking magic on there too. But look at that release. Come on,
Nice.
you can do it.
That looks great.
Okay, so that gave me the green and the yellow.
That's
and then the
beautiful.
happy birthday down here. I just have to pop this little A part out, but that gives me the same colors as
I
my
love it.
candles. That's going to be fun.
That's awesome.
So we need to do just our plain white parts now. Oh, it's going to be a breeze.
Oh, yeah. That will be a breeze compared to what we just did.
Right. And, you know, you used your cardstock, and did you see it was a little bit tougher going through? I think your cardstock is thicker than my
I think it might be
layering
slightly
weight.
thicker, yeah.
Yeah, so that might have been it. So if you're using Simon's cardstock, totally great cardstock, just tighten it up a little bit more. Okay, and now we're going to do the plain ones. So you want to do 2 passes on that?
Awesome. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
So a
Here
few
you go.
people were confused about it and asked whether you're cutting into your platform plate.
No. Oh, I may have on that one, but you're not supposed to. You're right, Paula. You're not supposed to. I should have flipped the whole sandwich upside down.
Breaking the
But it
rules
won't.
around here.
But it won't hurt it. I mean, you could see on my platform that I've done that many
Yeah.
times, and it won't hurt it. It just, if you cut into the plate is replaceable. The platform you don't ever need to replace, so it just keeps it looking prettier.
All right.
Okay, I'm just peeling off the masking magic from this. You cutting one for me too?
Yep.
All right.
You got to go off the rails once or twice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta break the rules sometimes.
all
right?
the time. There are no rules. Okay. All right, I got that
right.
off so we can save this. And now it's time to assemble our cards. I don't even know what color card base for this because neon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Will there be any black scents in these
Yes,
cards?
there will be black scents. Always have to have a black accent on my cards. Do you do black
Always.
on yours ever?
I
Simon?
don't do it as much,
No?
but it's your signature thing, you know.
Yeah, right. Nobody else can do it. It's my
Exactly.
thing.
I
Like
can't
Mean
take that
Girls.
from you.
Hoop earrings are my thing. No, you can all use it. I don't gatekeep my black accents. Okay, I'm going to, instead of getting the die cutting machine back, I'm
love
going to
it.
actually just cut a panel. Would you like me to cut you a black panel? Do you want to do black?
Sure,
You
yeah,
wanna-
that'll be great.
Want to pilfer my idea here?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to cut you a panel.
The dark side.
Yeah, you're going to the dark side now. So I'm just cutting a panel that's 3 5/8 of an inch by 4 7/8. That should fit Master Layouts 2.
Somebody suggested a black shadow too.
Nice.
Oh, a black shadow layer probably would have been really
That
good
would've
on
been
the
good.
candles. You know
we
what?
weren't thinking ahead.
I'm gonna do it. I'm going back. I gotta go back, Simon.
I think that would be better, yeah.
I think it will look so much better with that little... They're right. See, they're always right. That's why lives are so good, because, you know, you have an idea, and then people are like, no.
They're 2 steps ahead of us.
Yep. So
is this the
I agree.
liquid glue?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just check it and make sure this is the one, because one I left out overnight. Yep. There you go. Do you want to use that, or do you want to use a tape runner?
I'll probably use this. It might
Okay.
stick. Mine's a little warped from all the misting that I did over there.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to cut us 2 of these in black, because I agree with them. They
Yes.
are more right than we are sometimes.
They're genius.
Yes.
All right.
That's right. I appreciate it, guys. Life is better with you.
Are any of these products available as like sets?
Oh, like the lunar pastes and stuff?
Lunar paste and the inks.
Well, I actually was poking around on some of the websites, and I happened to look on Simon Says Stamp website, and they do sell a bundle.
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
I don't know if any of the other stores do, but you could always check your favorite store and check Ranger. I don't know, do they sell bundles?
Yep, Ranger has a bundle, and I'm not sure if they're still in stock, but check everywhere and see which one's in stock for you guys, or shop your favorite stores too.
Yes, and Simon and I are going to share some links in the video afterwards of some of the places that he shops, some of the places that I shop, and you can check them out and see if a place that you enjoy is on there. You can pick your lunar paste and solar paste up, and the Electro-Pop Neon Inks too.
Yeah, definitely.
We just had a little restock of the inks, which
Nice.
came just in time. I was really sweating it.
So Patty wants to
Oh, that's
know
beautiful.
when the layered candles would be available. You might not know that. Right?
I do know that.
Oh, you do?
Yes, April 30th, that's our release, and we've got tons of them that they're working on right now, and they will be available with our new release. You'll be able to pick up the candles. The candle is part of our current kit, and that kit just sold out. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, the candles will be available. Is that like next week already? Next Tuesday? It is. It's next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. All right. So I will be happy to share my... Mindy Egan taught me this.
Oh, with the
To
tweezers.
use
That's
tweezers,
nice.
yeah. And I still don't do it as well as she does. I feel like she doesn't drink as much coffee as I do.
It's always a challenge getting it perfectly aligned.
I forget to let go with the tweezers. Okay, so there's the happy. I agree, guys. Look at what you just did. Look how pretty that is.
It really pops against the
And
black.
yep, and you're going to be able to see it so much better on that card. They're right. They're always right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Simon, I love it in this direction. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's a fun blend, right? And then it'll kind of match up with where the colors are on here too.
I feel like these lunar pastes, the neon ones, I mean, I've used the other ones and I love them, but these neon ones are so fun for like kids cards too, because I don't know, it's just extra bright.
It just adds a little pop, you know?
It does.
And I love doing it with flowers too, because I feel like, you know, doing the centers of flowers or like the petals make it really bright and, you know, cheerful, which is awesome.
Absolutely. I'm standing up now.
All right, nice and focused to get these die cuts down.
Yeah. It's nice with glue, though. It's a little forgiving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a second or two to move it around.
Wiggle it a little bit. That's pretty good. Oh, this is fun. I love it. So I'm going to tape mine down because I didn't go water crazy. So I can use the tape.
Right.
I absolutely
that's
love
so
your
fun.
card, Simon. I
Thank
love
you.
the colors. Are gorgeous.
Should I keep this on white or should I do like a blend with the neon inks across it?
Oh no, I love the white.
The white, yeah, the white does make it pop.
It does. I got to do white on mine too. You have an extra card base that I can borrow?
Yes. Do you want, I have top folding.
Oh, yeah, I should probably do a side fold. Just because mine's the opposite way. I'll do one real quick. Let me get organized over here. Okay, there we go. I will get a card base ready. Now, you know what embellishments would be really cool on these? If you really wanted to go crazy on these, I gotta show you.
Let's
and
get crazy.
If you want, you can do this, but look at these.
Oh, I love
Do
those.
the black in the center.
That's fun, yes.
Wouldn't that be so fun?
Let's do it.
You gonna do it?
I think we have to.
I think we have to too.
All right, so let me find out where these are going to go, and then I'll put the black all around.
I'm just scoring a card base, so I know you don't have to see me do that. You've seen me do that enough.
All right.
Okay, yeah. See, I feel like the white is good because then you get all the fun color.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't favor one of the colors then.
Yeah.
You can't pick a favorite lunar paste.
Exactly. It's like picking a favorite child. You
Right.
can't be doing that.
Mm-mm.
All right.
You're definitely in my top 3 favorite child, though.
All right. Let's see.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Okay, so I went backwards. I probably should have done the happy and the birthday, but I think I like it better this way.
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah. I should have flipped it too. It looks good like
But
that.
it's kind of fun.
It kind of makes it stand out a little bit more.
It does. Yeah, because you've got more of the yellows down along the blue edge and more of the blues up near the yellows. So that's
love
super
that.
fun.
All right.
So did you just glue that down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I'm going to...
Can I dump? How do I get these?
Yeah,
out
just
here? All
dump.
right. Okay. I've never used this either. This looks fun.
So this is
Picker
the pick and
tool?
stick tool. Yeah, and so not sideways. Well, okay, it worked. But normally I go straight down. I seem to be able to pick them up
Have
better.
better
So
luck. It's
if
really
you're not
nice.
having trouble, do it your way. But if you do have trouble, give that a try. All right. So I'm trying to
That's
line
kind of
it
cool.
up.
Do we like the black on there?
I
It's
do.
kind of fun.
I do. I like black on every card, though. I mean, surprise.
Black
I know
sense,
that,
right?
Yes. I know that that's like a shocker.
Gotta get my gems out here. All right.
Yeah, this is so much fun. Okay.
Right.
Now, should I put any accents on? I don't think I can. I think mine is done the way it is. I don't think that there's room for accents. I mean, at best, I do have another jewel picker. At best, I could maybe do like, let's just see, like a couple little dots like in between the candles.
Ooh, that's kind of fun.
Is that fun?
Well, you could even put like. Actually, no, that was not a good idea. I was gonna say put something on the flames, but I don't know if I would
Well,
like that.
I don't know. You know, it is kind of. No, I think maybe gold on the flames would be cool.
All right. Do we like? I think I'm just gonna do this, just the center.
Yeah,
row
that's
like this. That's
nice.
kind of fun.
What about gold on the flames, Simon?
Oh, I like that a lot.
You like
yeah,
that?
that's cool.
Okay. So
All
now
right.
I just need 400.
Yeah. It's like we're a surgeon over here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of requests for skipping the accents.
On mine?
Yeah.
Okay. No gold on the flames, though?
Oh, yes. One person said just center gold on the flame.
Okay.
Gold, yes.
All right. We're going to do gold on the flames then.
This tool makes it really fun and easy to do this. Nice and quick.
You know what's kind of cool? If you did that fast enough, it would stick right inside the lunar paste.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
About
we do.
50-50 on the gold.
All right. I'm going for it now because I got the glue.
Once you got the glue, there's no going back.
There's no going back.
Sometimes people change and they say, wow, I'm glad you did it.
Yeah. It just depends.
That's fun. I love that. Good recommendation with those black accents in the center. I love it. It kind of adds a little pop to the card.
I agree. I think that looks really pretty, Simon. I love it.
How fun.
Feels like that one's a different color. A different gold.
Someone said Simon needs to leave with a pick and stick tool. I like where you're thinking, Sandra.
I'm going to send him home with one. I have one for him. Definitely. Do you use many embellishments?
Sometimes I forget to. I have a whole drawer of it, and then I just forget to pull them out. But I really need to, because sometimes like if a card is so simple, this can really just elevate it to the next level.
It just adds
right?
a little bit of jazz to it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People might not like my gold accents, but
I like the gold.
but I do.
And Simon, if you haven't heard this part of the presentation where Gina and you were just adding bling, it's known as blingering.
Blingering. Yeah, we're blingering here.
I like that. That's the perfect word.
Okay. So I felt like it just needed something. So let's zoom in a little bit on these cards, shall we? Let's zoom in. Okay.
Oh, I love them so much. How fun is that?
It is super fun. And I love all of that texture from that lunar paste. That just really made it pop.
Yeah, it's fun to mix like the lunar paste with those neon inks. You really get such a beautiful look, and I love pulling in layering stencils to get, blending done, and then putting paste over top is such a fun way to do it, to get some texture and dimension. How cool is that?
Definitely. I love turning it too, because you see the sheen of the lunar paste.
I love it.
And look at that, like when I go down like that, you can see all that raised stuff. Oh, it's so fun.
Beautiful.
That's really nice. Yes. 3 cheers for lunar paste.
Oh,
woohoo! Yeah. All right, let's give away 2 gift cards. What do you think?
That sounds great.
Okay, so we're going to give away 2 Gina K Designs gift cards to 2 lucky commenters from the chat. I almost sat on glue over here. So, that's why I'm not sitting down. Let me move that. And I'll sit down here again so it makes us more even. Okay, just put that there. All right, we're going to give away 2 gift cards to 2 lucky chatters. $15 each to spend at Gina K Designs, and you could pick up your Electro-Pop Ink, and then you can head over to some of the links that we're going to put in the description for some lunar paste.
How fun.
All right.
That's exciting.
All right, Tom.
All right, we're doing a cheesy drum roll right here.
Yeah, but we need to
Cheesy
see you
drum
too.
roll.
There he is. All right.
All right. The first winner today is Beth Benson. Beth Benson.
Woohoo! Yay. All right.
And winner number 2, Bonnie Blake. Bonnie
Yay,
Blake.
Bonnie. Woohoo!
How awesome. That's so exciting.
All right, ladies, all you have to do is send your name and what email address you would like your gift cards delivered to info@ginakdesigns.com, and we will get those digitally sent to you right away. Well, everybody, this was so much fun. Simon, I can't thank you enough.
Yes,
Did you
it
guys
was a
know
blast.
Simon lives 20 minutes from me?
It's so close. Like, we should do this more often. It's so much fun.
It really is. It's a lot of fun. Let's do it again soon.
Yes,
All right,
definitely.
we will. Thank you for
You guys gotta hold me
everything.
to it, because I get nervous on lives, but I'll do it. I'll agree.
No,
It's
come
awesome.
here. No need
It'll
to be
be
nervous
great.
here. These people are the
guys
nicest
were
people
wonderful.
ever. Yeah. And thank you so much for bringing your lunar paste and your solar paste to this industry. It is, you're right, it is just, it's selling like crazy. People love it. And what's so much fun about it is it just steps everything up to the next level. You can go back and use all of your old stencils, all of your old stamps, all of your inks, and just add that lunar paste touch, and it just, I love it. It creates
Thank you
something
so
really
much.
beautiful.
And thank you for everything you do, too. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be in this industry. So it's
you're
really
so
awesome.
sweet.
You guys are
We're so
amazing.
glad you are. We really are.
Thank you.
So check out Simon Hurley on his channel. What's your channel's name?
It's just called Simon Hurley. My Instagram is Inklips, so if you want to find that, it's INKLIPSE. So there I have like shorter videos, and then on YouTube I have longer length videos if you want to learn a little bit more.
Awesome. Yeah, it's like Eclipse but with ink in front. Ink Clips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. And Simon does amazing reels and amazing TikTok videos. He does ASMR, so you get all the sound effects
The
and
crunchy
stuff.
little sounds.
It's really fun, and he's got like a zillion followers too. So check him out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And then if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to subscribe here to this channel. If you haven't liked the video, we would love a thumbs up. That really helps our algorithm and gets our videos out to other people. All right, everybody. Tom and I will be back next Tuesday with a brand new release, new kit, new illustrator sets, some really fun things. I think you're going to love it. Until then, stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much. And mwah, we'll see you again real soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.